Nick and Lex here.
Hey everyone.
How's it going? So tonight
Yes.
we're gonna do a triathlon for John. So
Yes.
what are we looking at today?
Very excited to do this. Thank you, John, so much. Very recent supporter and very active supporter.
Yes.
On our Buy Me a Coffee site, he's claimed many requests to sponsor. And this is one of them. We have a good combination here of bands Incognito, James Taylor Quartet, and the new Mastersounds. Are you familiar with any of these?
Just James Taylor. I love James Taylor.
Okay.
He's like singer-songwriter, master, like paired with Joni Mitchell.
I've heard the name James Taylor. I know
You don't know James Taylor?
guitars, right? Like Taylor.
No,
Guitars are his?
No. That's just the last name. No, James Taylor. He's just very famous for being a singer-songwriter.
Let me see which.
Very famous.
James Taylor Quartet.
The quartet is different. Wait a minute. Maybe it's another James Taylor. Can you put in James Taylor into Spotify?
Yeah.
Because maybe now I'm wrong.
Let's see.
Could be. Yeah, that's the James Taylor that I know. From the 70s.
Got a friend in me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I know that. And maybe.
No, that You Got a Friend in Me. That's the guy from Toy Story.
Oh,
that's
another. It's here. Oh.
But that's not the same. That's not the same
okay.
song.
So I think we've done some James Taylor.
I've done like a bunch of James Taylor, but the guy that sings "You Got a Friend in Me," that's a whole. He's also very famous.
Okay.
And obviously that song. See?
Okay. So I remember we did this. Okay, we did a marathon for Debbie, where we did like one of his first side of the album or something like that.
Yep.
So yes, we did 6 songs in that marathon, and other than that, everything else, I think you've done James Taylor on your own.
Yes, like it says here, 1, 2, 3.
3 different marathons.
I'm sure more. Like for JK is a huge fan.
Okay.
For example, like see, all the marathons are mostly for JK.
Yeah.
Sidecar.
So sidecar. And JK. Okay, very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll really enjoy him.
But,
like he's really,
but
really
this
nice.
is a totally different thing that we're going to be doing. So
Yeah,
James Taylor Quartet has
totally
nothing to do
thrown
with
off.
James Taylor.
No.
So
I guess
very good to know.
I guess they're like, well, we're gonna have to use something else because there is a James Taylor who's very famous. So this is a quartet of people.
Exactly. Okay. And then the last one is the new Mastersounds.
I never heard of them.
So it sounds like...
So all these 3 bands are completely new.
Exactly.
So John from Texas.
Yes. So we are very, very happy to do this for John. And thank you so much for your patience as we go through like what we know and we don't know.
Can I put you on the spot?
Sure.
Because Alexa used to work for a company in Texas.
Yes.
So basically all the people she would speak.
The light went out.
All the people. Oh, it's okay. I'm talking about light. So all the people you would speak to are from Texas. Can you do like a Texas impression?
Oh gosh.
Of a lady.
Oh gosh. I'm just super excited to be doing this marathon for you guys. Honestly, it's just such an honor. I'm just so excited. Thank you all so much for being here. And yeah, let's get started, all right? I don't know how good that is.
John, please let us know if that was legit or if it was too much.
It's Southern. It's more Southern. I don't know if it like but you know.
Yeah.
So
it's like the TV version, right? Like the TV.
Yeah. Just Southern in general.
That was
it
pretty
could be,
good, though.
You know. So yeah, let's do this. I'm sad that our light went out, but
you wanna pause and put it back on?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. The thing is, it needs to charge. Let's just leave it like this.
Okay.
Let's appreciate the dark undertones
Okay.
of this light.
Okay.
And the blue, we have the blue.
Let's do it.
So yeah,
Let's start.
Expresso Madureira
Yes.
is the first song.
From
And this is-
Transatlantic RPM 2010.
Okay,
Let's get started.
let's go.
Wow. John has such eclectic taste.
It's like fusion. Okay. That bass is like
Yes.
bass. And those. Oh. Like injection.
Very good.
Yeah.
Wow, there's so much going on.
It reminds me of. Wait a minute.
I love the panning.
Remember Cassiopeia? Is it Cassiopeia? Yeah, Cassiopeia from Japan. Also very, but this is more tribal.
Woo! Yeah. Woo!
It's impossible not to move with this music. Yeah, that was a cool lick there.
So good. Woo!
Okay. I wanted to ask you a question
Yes.
really quickly. When you hear like this kind of improvisation, like I think after years and years like of listening to jazz, like I kind of know when you when you listen to classical music, you kind of know what they're gonna play because it makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense. So when you listen to jazz, because there's like this chord change and like there's almost like the possibilities are pretty much endless, but you do have to keep it in the realm
Within-
of
yeah.
logic. So do you feel that? Can you hear the notes that he might play?
Yes, I can. Now I can.
That is so cool
And I
because-
remember before you used to say, like, that you could feel that, especially when we started the channel and people, you know, you would do your air guitar or whatever, and people would be like, "You've heard this before. You knew exactly where he was gonna go." And
I remember
and
that
you
bass
would
solo.
explain like, "Oh, I know. I can feel like where he might go, so I can feel
I'm
that
guessing.
too."
I'm still guessing because it's improvisation and jazz.
Right, but you
improvisation.
still have a sense of like this is where I would go, or this is where I think it would sound good to go.
Yes.
And then that's where they end up going. And sometimes they don't.
Sometimes sometimes they pause,
Yeah.
which is very common in jazz because it builds tension. But sometimes they're like, they maybe like play something faster, something they stay on or they add like, I love that at the end of the solo, he was adding like chords instead of just the melody. It's so cool to be able to do that, and I think people that listen to a lot of jazz have also that sense of, he's in the zone, and wow, he went there, and you know, because he got really adventurous, and it's so cool because when you listen to improvisation and then something happens that throws you off, that's even that's even better. So I kind of like. I was just feeling that right now. Cool that you can feel that too.
Thank you for
All right.
checking in.
Space bar.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. Very funky here, and then they go full jazz. This is sick. Beautiful. Wow.
That was
great.
So good.
I love a good instrumental, like with good rhythm and instrumentation, like orchestration. Like it had everything, and wow.
And
really
the
cool
production
and
quality and just like the whole feel of the song was just wow. So much energy. Everyone is giving their best. I can just feel the good time that they're having with each other. When you make this type of music that has so many layers, it just must be such a thrill, you know, because you keep adding things and then you're kind of feeding off of each other while you improvise.
I know, and I love how they kind of look at each other, you know, they're giving themselves cues.
Right.
And, it's so great.
I would imagine that seeing them live would just be such a fun experience, you know. It had everything. It had like jazz, funk, percussion, like I don't know,
I mean, yes, everything that you're saying is exactly what I think. Look, no, because I read something about Stevie Wonder. It reminded me a little bit like when we went to see Herbie Hancock, remember? I mean, that kind of like intensity, and it was in a beautiful theater, and I remember that was still during COVID.
Yeah, I remember we were all wearing masks.
Yeah, we were wearing masks because, I mean, it was like, you know, just to be safe and stuff. But it was also this magic that was happening, like on the spot, you know, it was created. Like, obviously, they know their themes, and because everything has a theme. Like, this music always comes back and it falls on a theme, and then they know the chords, and then sometimes they, like, just play, you know, another 10 bars. You're doing really well. Like it's like keep going, keep escalating. And this is what I like. And I mean, when they capture it like this, I'm sure there's not a lot of editing in the mix because it's all very improvised, but I think they leave it,
Yeah.
because there's no mistakes. I mean, obviously, if somebody kind of plays a wrong note, then it's like, okay, do it again.
Yeah.
But I don't think even that doesn't really happen to these musicians.
Yeah.
They know exactly where to go.
I think you're right. And there's 7 of them. Like, how fun to work with 6 other people, and just everyone's got their thing, and some
Everybody
of them
has
might
their
do
idea.
several.
So the bass was very standout.
Yes,
He was like literally all over the song, but not just playing the bass, not just playing the chord. He was like, like.
And it's very funny because right when I started noticing the bass again, because I would kind of go back and forth. And then when I started noticing the bass again, at that same second is when you mentioned it. And I was like, of course, So very, very cool track, John. Thank you so much. And I love that we're discovering new bands. Incognito is totally
Never
new.
heard
I
of
had
them.
no idea.
Yeah.
It looks like they're from Britain. So very, very awesome. If you guys are in the area, please try to look them up and support them in any way.
Especially those
it's
smaller
important to
bands,
us.
and bands that play, like even super world famous artists in the jazz genre, they don't really drawn like big crowds.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we saw the Aristocrats, and we were like, what, 200 people? That's crazy.
Yeah.
These are like one of the like world's top musician on that stage,
Yeah.
and then 200 people
I
go
know.
to see them,
I know.
because it is just music that really demands a lot of attention, and people don't want to give attention. They just want to sing along to a stupid chorus. I mean, I know this is very harsh, but it's very true.
It is true, sadly.
And I like those choruses too. Hey, I'm guilty, but it is really like affecting these artists.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So James Taylor Quartet, the one that we were wondering over for about 5 minutes at the beginning of the video. So it's not the James Taylor. It's James Taylor
Quartet. The song Creation from A Few Useful Tips About Living Underground 1996
Let's
album.
go for it.
Let's do it.
Froggy, huh? Arpeggios here. Finished. That is a crybaby right there. This is instrumental. All instrumental.
Wow.
That's the driest crybaby we've heard in a while. face. Sounds a lot older. Classical, like
very like
Symphony X. Baroque.
Like tenebroso.
Yeah, like dark. Wow, man. You know why I think it's called creation? Because you said that tenebroso is a Spanish word for like do.
I think we said this the other day.
Yeah, tenebroso, dark.
Yeah, we literally looked that up already. Dark.
Dark. Okay,
yeah.
tenebroso in Spanish means like, ooh.
Yeah.
You know, oh.
Yeah.
So because the obviously it's like almost like a church
organ
like
or
organ.
Something. Yeah.
So and then when you play these very classical like you know that kind of stuff like Bach, but obviously it was doing these it builds like this really like
tension
and it's like wow.
And
So that's why creation is like almost like, remember the Frankenstein movie, the new one that we watched?
Yes, it's really good.
Like,
if you guys haven't seen it, it's on Netflix.
That was
Check
a good movie.
Very
like,
good.
They really changed up the formula, and I really loved the whole, the monster.
Yes.
The such a good movie.
Very, very good
movie.
But
I think it maybe it had something to do with the whole creation of
well, I
something dark.
think what I was getting at is the album is called A Few Useful Tips About Living Underground. And I was looking at the titles. So it's first selectivity. So who gets to go underground? Right. Then creation. And then staying active. It's your world. And then theme from Dirty Harry. I think they just threw that in there. And then summer fantasy, don't let money be your god. Nutrition, serenity. So it's all literally about how to live underground. Like if we were supposed to just like adapt to like this new monkeys? Way of life, you know? So like which tips would you give people who are adapting to a new way of life? I don't really remember 12 Monkeys.
I know
I don't think I've ever seen it.
That's one of the movies that I remember that is set further in the future than anything. Okay. Like we literally surpassed Blade Runner, Back to the Future. There's so many movies where the year was like in 2020.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, it was like in the 80s and people were like, oh my God, that's the future.
Yeah.
It's all dystopian. So, but I think like 12 Monkeys was in 2035. In 2035. You know, like he was one man.
Living underground.
One man, one desire. So,
yeah. This was really good though.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is. No, I'm just kidding. I hope he's still around with us. You know.
Yeah.
But he's such a great guy. He's obviously not the best actor, but I think Arnold will always win me over because he's such a fun and smart human being. He's not the best actor, but he doesn't really need to talk to be awesome, you know. But well, going back to the music, this was an amazing track. Just again, the wah-wah reminded me so much of when Jimi Hendrix like started using the wah-wah Crybaby. People went nuts, and I think that's he still has such a huge impact on guitar because I think he was one of the first or among the first people to use you know, pedals, like distortion and the Crybaby. So I think that's why he's still has such a legendary status, and he was an amazing guitar player, you know, like with chords and lead at the same time. Not like this crazy, like he wouldn't improvise like this, but it wasn't the time and it wasn't the music to do that, you know? I guess there were players at the same time that were playing, really crazy stuff like Aldi Meola. I think that was a little bit after Jimi Hendrix, but yeah, the bass again, super cool.
Yes.
Everyone was just on really high impact.
Yes, and
like
also,
a lot more like than the first song. That was like I couldn't even like do the whole like because it was a very fast pace.
Exactly, and a lot more psychedelic. I felt like this one went outside a little bit more of the realm. The other one was more like jazz funky, and this is more like psychedelic.
Yeah,
it
was. It reminded me of the. I don't remember.
Which one?
No, it's a band. Johnny. I think Johnny Winter.
Oh, Edgar Winter.
Winter. That kind of remember. And it's so funny because he has a song called Frankenstein as
really?
well.
Okay.
And it's
they want us to do that midnight special one because I think you did the midnight special of that one, and people have told us they want us to.
I think I've just reacted to the track Frankenstein.
Oh, really?
And it's really cool and has a lot of distorted organs. Really, really cool. Let me see.
I think
Yeah, Edgar Winter.
Oh, so we did Frankenstein together.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and Hocus Pocus.
So then it was a different one that they did. Anyway, well, what I wanted to say about this is that the album is exactly this month 30 years old. It came out January 1st, 1996. So it's a cool little homage to kind of like maybe, if you guys like this, please purchase the album. We love when you guys say, oh, I just ordered my copy on Amazon. It really brings us so much delight because
we're helping the
artist. And that's the intention, is sharing music and keeping this music alive. And I
wish YouTube would recognize that more.
I know
all the record companies, because most of these videos we upload them and then they don't create any revenue.
Right.
That's so sad because it's a lot of work, and unfortunately, I don't know, the record companies just think that, I guess. And then it's so funny because some channels they do the same stuff that we do, and they do have, but I think that's some sort of deal.
Right.
Because they're bigger or something. Hey.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll never know. So now let's move on to Morning Fly, the new Mastersounds. This is such a cool triathlon, John. Very inspiring and very inspired off of like the same kind of vein of other things that he's shown us, with his last one and then with Goose.
I know.
And someone, by the way, on Facebook reached out to us by message and said, hey, thank you so much for introducing me to the band Goose. I just bought their album. So thank you, John.
Yeah, and I replied to him.
I
replied to that person, and then he's like, oh, I'm just watching the show they did at Red Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Because we saw them at Fiddler's Green.
Yeah.
And then, but they also have played, they go to Denver a lot, I think, because I think Denver is a very cool city in the States if you're a jazz fan.
Yes.
Because even bands, they go there and they play 2 nights, not just one. And that's like, when you look at the whole tour, it says Denver 2 nights. That's something.
It is something.
That says.
Yes.
So, yeah, people in Denver just like to listen to music, man. And this kind of music. Instrumental music, jam music. So,
let's see what this has in store. So, this is from the album Therapy from 2014.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
love how very acoustic, still electric.
That happens to me all the time.
Beautiful timing. That was so good. Just gets better and better. Wow, that's solid. That's the theme.
Yeah.
Paga, paga, paga. I love that the album is called Therapy.
Yes. Nice.
Wow, man.
I like
I
that
can't believe
abrupt ending.
I can't believe Marley is sleeping through
He
this.
is
Not
an
just
angel.
No, but do you think he can hear a little bit of the music?
I don't think
But
so.
no?
Not. I don't know. Maybe these headphones are pretty like tight though.
Yeah.
Like as far as sound is concerned. But what a great track! I really loved his sound on the guitar. Sounded a little bit more like muted.
Yeah.
You know, and
Very
it went
clean, no
very
effects.
yes, exactly. It went very well with the keyboards. The bass was a little bit harder for me to like.
Yeah, the bass was
Fish
it was
out.
more in the background, just
Yeah.
playing the bass. He wasn't all over the fretboard.
Right.
I don't know if it was a stand-up like bass.
Yeah, I don't think
Or,
so. There's
maybe
a
it was
picture
normal,
of the
yeah.
bass player here, and but on this track, I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
what
yeah,
he's
yeah.
playing, but
But hey, how about that piano solo?
so good.
And my faces were
Your
funny.
faces
I'm
were
sorry, man.
amazing.
But I mean, hey, I just do it to make her laugh.
So good.
Honestly, that's the reason that I do it. If I can see this woman smile, that is all that matters.
Well, you did it again.
Good. But it's also like it is a lot of good stuff. I mean, he played some stuff that I did not expect.
I know. It was
very, very like just amazing language skills on the phrasing.
Yes.
His phrasing on the keyboard. Just very unexpected stuff.
and the whole song just had kind of like this soul feel, don't you think? Like
yeah,
it was
the
just
rhythm never let up. It was
exactly.
like
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know the
Yes.
time signature. I didn't really count, but so
I really
good.
enjoyed that. This whole marathon was wonderful, John. Thank you so much. You really know how to put them together.
Start to finish.
You're new around here, but you got the hang of it right away, in every possible way.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate you. And hey, if anyone else is interested in sponsoring a video like this, put a couple songs together, or even just one song that you have in mind that you really want to watch our reaction to and hear our thoughts on, you can check out the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. just like John did. And there you'll see
Hi.
the several
I'm sorry.
oh gosh, several options that we have. So yeah, we would love to see what you guys have in store for us. And
Thank you so
again,
much.
John. Please let John and us know your thoughts on
Yeah.
these songs. We really, really appreciate it when you engage with the video. It helps it be more recognized on the web and ultimately helps these artists and bands out as well.
Yes, if you're a jazz fan, please, like the video, leave a comment, engage with it, just like Alexa just said. And if you can, it's free to subscribe. Press the subscribe button.
Yeah, we have a wonderful
really
community, and it really helps us. And ultimately, it's all about sharing music with each other and hearing your thoughts just as much as you guys like to hear ours. So thank you, John. Thank you, everyone, so much for sharing your time with us today, and we hope to see you all in the next one.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.